finally got our hands on a Russell's Reserve 15-year.
She drank it all. All right. Well, she didn't really drink it all, but this bottle is taking a beating.
There's a lot of bourbon out of that bottle.
Yeah, we got this bottle right before Pours in the Park. We had a little bit of it, and then we brought it up there to share with everybody. So that's what bourbon's meant to be for. It's shared with everybody, and we shared it with everybody, and this is all we got left of it.
But that's okay. So today we're going to review this bottle and tell you our thoughts on it. I'm super excited because you guys know we're huge Wild Turkey fans. We love Wild Turkey. And it was really hard to ignore what people were saying about this because I generally don't want to look at reviews before I do my own review. I don't want to hear what people are saying. I don't want to see what they're saying. But this was one of those bottles that literally just stopped the presses.
Yeah, you could not see stuff about it. And we've had a little bit of this. We haven't had a ton of this because we've shared a lot of it with people. But we're gonna get on with this and give you our thoughts and opinions and what we do with this bottle.
Would we buy it? Would we buy it and back it up? Or would you just go get a pour of it?
Yep.
So, all right, let's get into this. First of all, let's talk about this bottle.
Yeah, I guess we haven't talked about it yet.
Yeah, so this is the Russell's Reserve 15-year-old. It is 117.2 proof, which is actually a little bit higher than the Russell's 13s, I believe.
Oh, I have a Russell's 13 right here. Russell's 13.
114.8.
This one is, I don't know what.
I don't know. Anyways, it doesn't matter. So this is Russell's 15, 117.2 proof, so a little bit higher on the proof on that. So here we go. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you guys for being here. If you have not subscribed yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment, and let us know if you found one of these yet, if you tried it, and what your thoughts are. Now let's go. Let's go. So here we go.
I feel like Happy Gilmore right now, and I want to start singing I want to kiss you all over.
Just
and
because
over and again till the night closes in.
If someone finds my husband,
Yeah.
could you please return him back to Earth?
Because it makes me want to sing the nose on this. That's why I wanted to do that.
The nose is really freaking crazy good.
It's got cherry. It's got like sweet oak. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're not happy. I'm talking.
No, I'm just so used to telling my thoughts, and then I'm like, I'm sharing the screen. No, this nose is so freaking phenomenal. What I smell a lot of, it makes me really think a lot of, is like a cherry vanilla Coke on the nose with a lot of really nice rich oak. There's a lot, that vanilla is really nice. It's not like that, not like vanilla extract. It's more like a vanilla bean, more like something you're going to get in like a vanilla bean old-fashioned ice cream. Mm-hmm. You know that old-fashioned ice cream nose?
Yeah, the cherry vanilla Coke's a good description of that.
Oaky cherry vanilla Coke. Even I get notes of like tobacco leaf, like really nice tobacco notes. It smells
really good.
Fantastic. The nose on this is like one you just want to sit there.
Yeah.
And you're like, don't talk to me.
And sing
Just
too.
leave me with my bourbon so I can enjoy this, and I don't want to share with anyone else. Like, just leave me alone.
Now we're gonna taste it.
All right, here we go. Okay, fine.
Oh, that is a nice sweet oak. Normally, you get to these older bottles, and the oak gets bitter.
There's no bitterness.
There's no bitter oak to this. If at all, it's just a slight twinge, but not much. And that's being nitpicky about it. The finish just lasts.
I'm just taking this in for a minute.
It's really good.
I haven't even given words on this yet. I'm taking it in for a minute. Like you said, we've had some of this, but not tons of it. But every time I drink it, I find something else in there that just surprises the heck out of me because it is an extremely complex, well done, aged bourbon.
And the palate matches the nose.
Okay, but what I will say, on my tasting notes, I get this really rich rush of brown sugar right off the bat. Mm-hmm. Then it kind of rolls into that sweet vanilla, very light, like molasses and caramel notes. But then it comes through with like cinnamon and like a punch of spice, a nice spice that balances it all together. But that tingliness that you get in like a cherry vanilla, vanilla Dr. Pepper. It just
tingles in it. It feels really good on my tongue.
Yeah.
One thing that's weird though, I got more on the nose and the palate is that cherry. I got more cherry on the nose than I do on the palate.
So the finish.
Finish is awesome. All of it's really good.
The finish is where you get that cherry. It doesn't come through like right up front in the palate. Like I said, I get a lot of that brown sugar, but the cherry on the finish, the cherry, the oak, the sweet vanilla oakiness is just lingering. This is one of the best finishes I've ever had in a bourbon. Ever.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this is a finished bourbon. What I'm saying is the finish just sits there. And it's one you just sit there and you think about and you enjoy and you savor, and it's just such a wonderfully done bourbon. This is how bourbon should taste.
But with this whole thing, I would say so far, of all the bottles we've got this year, this is our whiskey of the year. Of everything we've got this year, that's been released this year. How is this going to stack up to other things coming out this year? Don't know. We'll find out later. But damn, this is a hitter bottle.
It is. One thing that is really interesting to me at this age and everything, like in this bottle, that blows me away about this bottle is the proof point. Because a lot of the time you get, like for example, last year our bourbon of the year was the Michter's 10-year bourbon.
Yep.
And that's much lower proof,
Yep.
93 proof. So it would be very difficult to compare these two. But I remember the first time I tried that one, I was literally, my socks were knocked off and I'm like, hands down, that's the bourbon of the year.
Yeah.
There's nothing going to touch that. It was like the highest score I've ever given anything. Right now, I can say that about this. Like, this is insanely good, insanely delicious. I don't know how it would compare, but yeah.
So with that said, I don't think we set the price on this one.
Yeah, so what that...
It's a $250 retail bottle. So it is a pricey one. From what I've heard, I don't know if it's true or not, but I think it is. There's a lot more of this than there was the Russell's 13s. So it is a little bit easier to find, but it's also a little easier to find because of that higher price point. So all that being said, where are we going with this one?
All right.
At that $250 price point, are you gonna buy this one? Are you gonna buy multiples of this one? Just gonna buy a pour of it? What's your thoughts?
Yes, and yes. I'm gonna buy this one. I'm gonna buy it and I'm gonna back it up if I can find it.
I'm gonna buy multiples of these if I can find them.
Even at $250, which is, by the way,
honestly,
expensive.
$250 is expensive, but $250 I'm buying this all day. $300 I'm still buying it all day. Over $300, I'd still probably buy it because it's freaking delicious.
And if you're supporting like a local business, like a local liquor store or something, then that's fine.
And they have dropped on secondary to that I think a 420, I think is where I've seen them. So they've been dropping since they originally got released.
Because there are so many out there. So yeah, it's expensive, but you know what? Pass a few bottles for a couple months.
Yes, and
buy this because it's so worth it. It is absolutely worth it. Like, I would literally give up just buying for like a month just to buy this bottle. Like, if that was your budget for the month, and obviously, like, some people, this is way too high for a budget. So I would highly recommend, if it's like too expensive, go to a bar and get a pour of it.
It's
you will
so
not.
good.
It will be worth whatever you pay for that pour. Like,
It is damn good.
You're not going to be disappointed in that.
That's, I think, all we have to say on that one.
I can't wait to see.
It's a great bottle. Don't pass it. In our opinion, don't pass it.
I can't wait to see where this ends up in the whiskey of the year. Like right now, hands down, there's nothing I can even compare to how good this is.
And allocation season hasn't really happened yet, so.
I know, there's so many things coming. Like, it's August and September's coming, and October, those are the biggest months for bourbon. All right, that's all we got to say about this one. It's good, it's amazing, it's delicious. It will blow your freaking mind. It is how bourbon should be made and taste.
It kicks the shit out of Russell's 13.
Holy crap. So. Yeah. Doing it blind and see.
Yeah, yes. So, anyway.
Bye, Russell's 13. Hello, Russell's 15. Anyhow, you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Dara.
I'm Bill.
We'll see you next time right back here on The Average Drinker.